Hello, folks. Welcome. I am Meredith. I'm here with our message for Friday, the 12th of September. I think that's the date. Anyway, we have the Westwood Tarot for our message today as we tune into the energy atmosphere. We've got the sun in Virgo, the moon is in Taurus. It's going to shift into Gemini this evening, sometime close to the 6 o'clock hour. And then, of course, we have our retrogrades charging on, adding all their special flair to everything. As we are between eclipses, we have a solar eclipse coming, a partial solar eclipse on the 21st, right there on the equinox. So check that out for yourself. All right. I think I already said Westwood Tarot for our message. First set of cards, we have 3 popping out of the deck. And we're starting with the King of Cups. Good. Excellent. Because, that's divine masculine energy. So we've got momentum. We've got movement with our Ace of Cups journey, our love, bliss, joy, happiness on overflow journey. Where are we taking it? Where are we going? Nice. Traveling still into the 3 of Wands. Good movement here. I like it. No stagnation is really what I'm feeling. We're all kicking up our heels a bit. And I think that's really exciting for most of us. The 3 of Wands is having a destination in mind and really being in the flow of now as everything rises up to meet us in this journey. Next, we have Queen of Pentacles. I like this, an eye for detail. And she's a minor arcana version of the Empress in tarot. And she and the King, as I remind you all so often, create ripple effects of abundance that ripple onward. And so the actions that we take now, in the now, are really paying it forward to our oncoming. So have that in your point of focus, in your heart-mind coherence. Consider the actions you're taking in the now and your love, bliss, joy, happiness factor in all of it, and know that the details matter. It's a soft focus on detail because you already know, you already have the vision. And as you are in the now energy, rather than looking back at the past, or potentially some of us in an anxiety space, fearing the oncoming, you're just here now, solid, strong, grounded. And my guides are saying clever. Use the word clever. Yeah, we're being very clever about the now and having an eye for detail. What comes next? Death. Oh my goodness. Hello, Scorpio, coming in with the change and the transformation. But this is what it takes, though, to develop in the now for the oncoming. This is what it takes to create the ripple effect. Some things cycle out in fulfillment as new things cycle in for development. Center of the reading, 2 cards we have. Nice. So we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles showing on the table. This is minor arcana, Emperor, Empress. And Emperor energy has been with us all week. We've really been taking command of our journey. And this is not the time to stop. There's, so far, there's no 4 of Swords showing here to rest, relax, and allow the universe to meet you where you are, the multiverse to meet you where you are. We are in a participatory phase of our own creations. Paired with the King. Perfect. Perfect. Ace of Cups right smack in the middle of the reading. And definitely you want to see this because anyone who's wincing and feeling, somewhat influenced by traditional meanings of the Death card, although those are fascinating if you take the time to read up on them. simply having a reaction to the death card's presence. The ace takes the sting, takes the challenge out. So this is a welcome transformation, and it's one we've probably all asked for, and we may not exactly recognize it in the moment that it arrives. However, we're very quick to catch up, is my feeling, because the details matter in the Suit of Pentacles. This is an earth energy. Pentacles are an earth energy. And in contrast to spiritual energy, earth energy can appear to move very slow. However, the details are important here. So run a fine-tooth comb through your manifestation journey right now. Notice what's on offer to you in transformation. Recognize also we have these profound retrogrades and we're between eclipses. So this is rare and uncommon energy. You want to create, now is the time. Use this opportunity. Next, we have the Ace of Wands, 2 aces in a row. And these are all fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Things are getting steamy because we've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in the Ace of Cups. And then, of course, we have profound Scorpio here in the death card. We're going to our depths. That's another way to think of death. Rhymes a little with depth, right? Have to enunciate that. So we're going to our depths here, and we are, we've seen a lot of the Judgment card, and I think that some of us sense, feel, perceive that a lot of us are resurrecting, which is the core meaning of the Judgment card. We're resurrecting some dreams from long ago that, perhaps as we came into adulthood and were exposed to programming, we may have talked ourselves out of those dreams from long ago. We might have thought of them as childish or whimsical, and then we realize, whoa, no, they really aren't. And here we are, bringing it all together. Gorgeous. All right. Bringing it back for reconsideration. Next set of 2 cards, we have the Fool. Yeah, nice. I like seeing the Fool on the table when we have the Death card on the table too. Typically, in my readings, we see the High Priestess when the Death card is on the table, though I'm happy to see the Fool, as I just said, because this is taking a leap of faith, and we're taking a leap of faith in Ace energy here. We have some signs of something beginning, something that's new and fresh, and it coincides with dreams, visions we've had from long ago, and a recognition that we can bring them to life in the now. So it's going to take a leap of faith in the middle of a transformation. Ooh, nice. Paired with the Fool, the 4 cups. Yeah, nice. I like that this one's showing up again too, because this is the unseen blessing. This is what we don't see coming. And what we don't see coming is the Ace of Cups. Now in traditional tarot, you see 3 cups, usually spilled, knocked over, and a pouting person under a tree, and then out of the ether, a divine hand holding the Ace of Cups from behind. So the character on the card does not see it. So we are sensing and perceiving it here in the Ace of Cups proper in the reading, right in the middle of the reading, charged by all the fire, making a whole lot of steam. So there could be a little bit of a smoke screen here, so to speak, as we are taking a leap of faith, because we don't necessarily see what's in the oncoming, though we trust and know at a very core level, deep in our own bones, we know to take the leap of faith, because a surprise and a delight welcomes us, is beckoning us, is calling to us even. So take the leap, folks. If some of you have been attempting to pluck up the courage to say or do something, this is your moment. Do it. The rewards are probably just gonna blow your mind in the best possible way. I like it. Bottom of the deck, what's going on behind the scenes? The Knight. Oh, excuse me. That's the 8. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, cool. Keep doing what you're doing. It works. It's working. You're seeing results. I like this because, you know, typically the 8 of Pentacles is a little bit of a ho-hum card in tarot. And I really feel that it's indicative of evidence in the physical, in the now. So take some comfort from that and bring on your enthusiasm. Next. A third ace now. Ace of Swords, brilliant clarity, everlasting strength. And perhaps it's the evidence that you are now witnessing that gives you greater clarity and bolsters your everlasting strength. My guides are talking, and they're sharing that this is timeless, and they want us to take timeless in the truest sense. There is no time around any of this. Like, your dream was not, you didn't outgrow it. It's not out of date. Whenever you dreamt it, perhaps even in the innocence of childhood, it's still valid, it's still worthy, and there is strength for it. Seriously. You can't make that up. There's the strength card. Whoa. Gosh, I'm goosebumped all down my spine right now. Woo. You gotta love it. There's the strength card. Have the courage to be vulnerable with your vision, your dream, and your now. And if, as I said moments ago, you are plucking up the courage to say or to do something, do it. The whole universe stands with you. Oh, and there's the Emperor again. Gosh, that's some seriously good card witching right there. So the Emperor shows up. Take command. Take command of your journey. You sit on this throne. You're at the helm, and you're in your divine masculine to take action. Woo, just lost the light. I hope you can still see it. Oh, hold on. Well, it's going to be a little shady here at the end. We can handle it. And then the final card, look at that, the Magician. Because you're the magic. You gotta love it. I like that the light went out, because to me that's a sign. So everything was bright, brilliantly clear, and some of us might be trying to talk ourselves out of the self-responsibility required to do all that is here, and it's being offered to us. It's being served up to us. No light. All right. And there's the Magician, remembering that you are the magic. You're the one that magnetizes all of this and draws it in to your now moment. So that's a powerful message right there. And we're finishing strong with 3 major arcana on the table. Angel answers. Put a question to the deck if you have one. Let it confirm the reading or be a fresh message. All right, 2 cards coming out. First of all, there's something better. You already know that. You already feel that. And I think that that's the calling from our bones, the depth of our awareness and our presence, or our awareness of our presence, and just how magical it is, and how much command we actually have of our journey in a very stable way. It's not up to any kind of programming that we've received. We've been shown time and again in the cards to challenge that, and I sense we've been doing it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be seeing messages like this. And I mean, we've had the 10 of Cups show up in the reading quite frequently this week. All right, next we have trust, take action, and communicate clearly. All of those came sideways out of the deck. So trust yourself, trust your journey, trust that you know in your intuitive awareness that there is something better, and it's the resurrection of a dream you had long ago, and now is the time Now is the moment to take action and trust yourself. Communicate clearly with your self-relationship, within your self-relationship. Communicate clearly with those who may be connected to what is in evolution right now. And ask questions until you get it or they get you. All right, one more card here. Emphatic success. Actually just threw itself out of the deck. Final word on the reading. Angels and ancestors, how is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? And we have the arrow. I need better light to see this one. Surround yourself with protective energy. You know, I'll take that one at face value because know your environment and share this sacred energy within a sacred environment and or within sacred connection to others. This isn't necessarily something that you're broadcasting to everyone and exposing it to their opinions. So protective energy for me is to be awake, aware, and alert. Have situational awareness. And whomever you choose to speak with when it comes to your vision, your dream, know that it is a sacred share and it must be received in that way as well. So just be aware. What's this one? Bottom of this deck, I feel compelled. We have the Air Guardian. Shift your perception. Yeah. Shift your perception into emphatic success and emphatic yes. Recall that the other day we had 2 yeses out of angel answers. The soft, sweet, simple, and the emphatic yes. So shift your perception into yes. Shift your perception into the worthiness of your vision, no matter how old it is, no matter how many decades have passed since you dreamt it. It's still valid. Have the best Friday ever. Have the best weekend. Thank you, as always, for being here on the channel with me. Peace. Namaste. Go get it, folks.